right, hi everyone, Pastor Billy here, here today with Jen Smith, our children's ministry coordinator, not director, coordinator. We're on the second floor of our education wing. I know it's been a long time since many of you have been inside our building, but we actually have a lot going on in our building. Down on the first floor, we opened up our Cornerstone preschool this fall, 9 students there. Down the hall here on the second floor, we've got our Cornerstone Cafe for high school students that were here this afternoon to talk about yet another way we're using our space, which is exciting to see. We've really been thinking, praying, trying to vision how we might use our space. Particularly since LCA, the private school that leased space from us, closed their doors, and it's Mighty Writers. So let's talk a little bit about Mighty Writers. What is this organization all about? And we'll talk about what they're doing here. So what is Mighty Writers?
Mighty Writers is a nonprofit organization that helps academically at-risk kids. They were primarily in an after-school, after-care program before the pandemic, and now they have switched their focus to being helping students with virtual learning. And so they're trying to set up some learning pods in the West Grove, Avon Grove area.
Okay, right, and these are students who are coming from families who would just really struggle to do virtual learning at home for a number of reasons. They've come to Cornerstone and said, would you be willing to host a learning pod? And we said yes. Then in the midst of saying yes, we've gotten quite more involved than just hosting the physical space. And so we've got some needs. What are some of the needs that we're looking for church folks to help us out with?
Well, our learning pod is starting Monday, October 5th. It's going to run Mondays through Thursdays during school hours, 8 to 3. Mighty Writers has hired one of our own, Dan Smith Jr., to be the full-time person here, but we need more. We need more classroom volunteers just to sit with the kids, help keep them focused, answer any questions they may have, help them heat up breakfast and lunch. They'll be eating here. So classroom volunteers, and also as we've gotten further into this process, transportation has become an issue. So we are going to be using our church van, driven by church family members, to go to an apartment complex in Avondale, pick up the 8 students, and bring them back here. So we need drivers morning and afternoon, beginning of the school day and end of the school day.
All right, so 2 very clear ways that Cornerstone folks can get involved. One would be a classroom helper here for an hour, an afternoon, a morning. We'll take you whenever, however you can serve. Don't need to know Spanish or anything like that. Don't necessarily need to be a teacher. They're doing virtual learning already, right? And then drivers for our van. Probably need to be over 16, have a license, things like that. Right. How can, besides volunteering, how can we be praying for this?
Yes, let's all be praying for these kids, for their families. Pray that we can develop good relationships with them, be a real support and help to these families in this very, very difficult, challenging time. So definitely just praying for those relationships, praying for the kids that they will be able to focus and learn well and learn what they need to learn in virtual school environment to keep them moving forward. And if you would just please pray for logistics and good Wi-Fi and the technology to work, that would be great. Yeah. Well, this is a great opportunity. Thank you, Jen, and so many people working hard to make that happen. Great opportunity to be a blessing to our community. Okay, how do people, who do they contact to get involved, learn more? Jen Smith. All right, you can email her. There's her email address there. All right, that's it. That's it.
All right, we'll see you later.